Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of this channel called Patrick the Runner. My name is Patrick Sheridan and as always I'm here to talk to you all about running. Today we are at the Mary Fitness track. I have an 800 metre race. As you know, the goal is to run a personal best, so that'll be about 1:51 at least hopefully, and really that's it. I'm about 50 minutes away from the race, so just going to get warmed up now, do the usual 15-minute warm-up, get the stretches, drills and strides in, and then get fired up, ready to go for this race here, which is at 1:28 in Belfast. So let's see how we go. Wish me luck, catch you all soon. Okay everyone, so that was 1:49.88, so project sub 150 is closed, and that is a massive step in my journey and my path to where I want to go to. I was going to say I can't quite believe that, but you know what? I didn't really want to say too much in the video because I tried to keep it short, because sometimes you can only talk yourself into a bad performance, and I've spoken at length sometimes before about how I want these races to go and then it doesn't happen. So today it was a really poor day for weather. It was shocking, but I made sure not to mention it at the start of the video because I just thought you can give yourself 100 different excuses as to why you can't do something. You know, plenty of things have happened over the last few months and I have progressed in every sense, and my training has just gone through the roof really. I feel like in training, in my sessions, I'm so much stronger. I have been thinking for almost about a year now that my sessions all indicate that I'm fitter than my races, and I had a really good 1500 performance there a few weeks ago, but I know it wasn't like a lifetime best performance in terms of the actual execution of the race. Obviously it was in terms of the time, but effectively what I'm saying in essence is that I knew I was in a good place to run at least 150 today, and I knew I could run 149, and I finished that race now, and I think there's more to come. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's been tuning in, because I've been building up to this 150 for so long now, and it's one of those things that sometimes in the back of your head you do think, if I don't ever do this it'll look a bit silly, but I never kind of really thought that I wouldn't do it, and I knew it was something that I would get. But I do feel there's a wee bit of a weight off my shoulders, but I'm just sort of happy I've done it. I don't really think, oh that's it, done now, you know. I just sort of think like, right, the next thing is let's get hitting, you know, mid 140s. Like, why shouldn't I be able to do that? I've been running now less than 2 years on the track, and you know, I've maybe only raced maybe not even 15 800s. That's my third 800 of the year. So I've run 158 in 2023, 152 in 2024. Now I've run 149. Why can't I keep progressing? And that's just the way I'm looking at things. So yeah, I don't want to ramble on too much, but I can't believe really that it just happened all of a sudden. Like in Manchester when I ran 152.41, if I had run 151.99 that day, I would have been absolutely buzzing. And what I was telling myself, and I think it's important to say these things now, is that yesterday I took the day off work and I was telling myself, some days I try to say to myself, right, you need to sort of keep active, get out for a 20-minute walk. And I was like, right, let's just almost do nothing. And by that, see that race in Manchester, I didn't want to say it because I sort of made the same mistake in Watford and I didn't want to be making too many excuses in the video, but by that race in Manchester, which was in the evening time, I had got in that day and got my hair cut, which I think I said that in the video, and I had done 14,000 steps by the time that race happened, which is kind of just crazy. And today I thought this will be really ideal, this race being at 1:30 in Belfast. I'll sit about the house in the morning, not get up too early because I don't usually, and I'll just do almost the bare minimum, turn up to the race, not do anything fancy, just get breakfast, something light, keep it simple as I would do for a track session. And I just thought the amount of days I've put great sessions up there, which you've all seen in the videos, and you know, I've done 453 and then I finished with a 56, and I just thought I just need to do that today in a race. So let's just think positively about myself. Let's think, right, you're doing things which most people can't do. You know, most people can't take up running and, you know, run 149 after 2 years. And again, I'm not trying to be arrogant, but I'm sort of just trying to tell people what my mindset was to get to where I got to. And what I'm saying is, I knew I had that performance in me. You know what's also so cool about this channel is I know so many of you knew that too, and all the comments are unbelievable. I knew that people want me to do it, and that really does help me. But at the end of the day, these things are funny because, you know, when I'm standing on that line, and I've learned this over the last while, like, no one cares about your career or your running or your, you know, performances as much as you, no matter really what you want to tell yourself. Or certainly, I don't think anyone cares about me as much as me. And what I'm saying is, you really need to turn up on the day for yourself. And I think so much of that today was mental. I told myself, that first 400, I need to be aggressive. I was like, I am gonna go right up behind the pacer, and as soon as the pacer, I thought he was easing up slightly. He did a good job, but I was like, I am going to press this because I'm too quick over 400 or over a couple of hundred to go out in like 27 and a half. Let's get after it. And I was like, I felt so strong. I came through in 53 and I thought, like, this feels comfortable. It didn't feel like it was just 3 seconds slower than my 400 PB or whatever it was last week when I ran. And I just felt strong, and I was like, right, you've closed out so many 400s and 56 in sessions, so let's do it here. So anyway, I feel like I've rambled a bit, but big accomplishment for me. Massive day. What I'm going to do now is 4x4 minutes threshold, and I'll do it at about 320 to 325k pace just to get the volume up a bit. And look, there'll be so much more to come. And yeah, I am really, really happy that that's done. Please let me know your comments in the comment section below. Let me know how you think I've done. Let me know what you think is next. There will be some big goals coming. I'll probably not say it now because I feel like I should probably calm down a wee bit before, you know, getting a wee bit of rash with what I want. But there's a couple of goals in mind that I want to achieve, and maybe in the next video I'll tell you what those are, and I'll reset. But definitely within the next while I've some big goals, and you know, I'm aiming for really big things. So yeah, we'll get there, and maybe I'll see you after this session. I'll let you know how I get on. But yeah, catch you all in a minute. Alright everyone, so I just thought I'd do a quick video there. I did 5x4 minutes. The GPS is all over the place here, I think, with the trees, and it probably didn't start it right. Probably wasn't that focused also either, just started without thinking. But yeah, I ran about 330 per k, maybe actually probably a bit quicker, maybe 325. Felt really good. Threshold is funny after races, it always feels unbelievable. Probably just the adrenaline and stuff. And obviously confidence is at an all-time high after something like that, so felt really good. Look, again, I just want to say, it's just a massive day, because if anyone's been watching the channel, I've been doing sub 150 videos for I don't know how long, and everyone's probably getting a bit fed up with them at this point when I'm not doing it. So it's just funny how, yeah, 151 or 150 would have been a PB, but I ran 149, so it's hard to kind of know what to say. But all I can say to people out there is, and this is the point of the channel, it's to document my progress, but you know, it's also to inspire other people. And it is cliched, but like, Jesus, if you do put your mind to something, you really can achieve it if you work hard and you stay disciplined and you follow through on what you say you're going to do. And that's what I've done. And you also just need to have an inherent belief in yourself, and that can't come from anyone else. That can't be external. You have to motivate yourself, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to back yourself. And I think that's something that I'll always do. And don't get me wrong, my next goals now, which again I'll tell you all about soon, it'll still be a case where, you know, I'll fail going for those, but I'll eventually kick the door down, and at least that's what I'm hoping to do. And look, I don't again profess to have all the answers. I don't think my training's now perfect because I've had one really good race, and I know there's people out there doing better than me, but I am getting there, and I think I've kind of jumped a couple of levels there. You know, there's a big jump from 152 to 149, and I've just skipped a couple of barriers almost today to get there, and I think there's a lot more to come. I think now, I mean, I suppose the next goal is to run a bit quicker than that, and also, yeah, I'd like to run another 1500 soon. I think I'll have that within the next month or so, and I think I can run a better 1500. But look, you've seen what training I've been doing. I hope everyone gets the purpose of this channel, which is, you know, I was really honest about what my goals were, and I wasn't afraid to fail. Obviously, I didn't want to fail, but I wasn't afraid for looking silly by not doing it. And my point is, I'm going to keep showing what I'm doing, and you can all now see where I was, what work I did to get where I am now, and hopefully then that can all help you. But also hopefully it's just interesting to watch me, and that's kind of the point of the channel. So look, also I can't even believe I haven't mentioned this, we hit 1,000 subscribers. So it's funny that I've done this on the same, but my two biggest goals over the last while have been to break 1k subscribers, and I suppose the big running goal has been to run under 150, and I've done it. And now we're in a video where I have 1,000 subscribers, which is unreal, and I've broken 150. So this doesn't finish now. It's only, you know, I don't want to say start because that sounds disingenuous because I've been doing it for a while now, but you know, I really do think I'm in the early stages of my progression still, and we're just going to keep going and keep getting better, and I'm going to keep working harder. Big shout out today to Noah and Hermione who came to video, because they're videoing out there in the rain, and Hermione isn't feeling the best, but she's still here, so thank you very much, because it takes someone to video it. I will put them together, but I have to get people to video it and watch me. And look, people have sent me messages already, people have been talking to me, met some people at the track there who are watching the videos, so thank you very much for your support. You know who you are. Everyone who writes comments in, I appreciate your support massively. Let me know what you think of the result. Please do give me your feedback, because, you know, it's a big landmark, and I know the people who've been watching from the start, and I appreciate that so much. But if you're new, you're just as important. So please press that subscribe button. Leave any comments in the comment section. Leave any questions. I'll get back to you. As I said before, if you have questions, the best way of getting me to get an answer is putting it in the comment section, and I will try my best to get back to you. And I think I have gotten back to everyone, so I'll keep trying to do that. And yeah, look, thank you very much. Stay tuned for more to come, because there will be so much more. And yeah, thank you very much. Really mean that from the bottom of my heart for all the support so far, and I will catch y'all soon. Meantime, take care, have a good week, catch y'all soon.